A tall, beautiful woman dances toward her car. But suddenly, she vanishes without a trace. This hot mom has an IQ of 160. And here comes the cleaner again. She suffers from a condition called hypercognitive intelligence, basically an obsessive need to fix mistakes. Because of this, she joined the police and solved countless major cases. Morning comes. Morgan discovers her gas tank has been tampered with. She opens it and finds a padlock advertisement flyer inside. There's an address on it, pointing to another house. Morgan immediately gets suspicious and follows the address. The house is at the end of the street. Inside, there's also the designer's signature song, "The Bear Eats Cookies." Morgan tenses up instantly. She rushes back to the station and tells everyone the designer sent her the letter on purpose to lead her past that house. Her proof is simple. The U.S. Postal Service never gets addresses wrong.
Between optical character recognition, barcode scans, and the Zip+4 code system,
everyone looks at her like she's crazy. Lately, Morgan's judgments have been off, and people are starting to doubt her abilities. But Morgan is certain. The letter was planted by the designer on purpose. Before Morgan rushed to the house, the police already knew about it, because the homeowner was already at the police station.
Where's Mommy?
Sophie's sister, Maya, lived in that house. Last night, Maya was supposed to go to her sister's place to pick up the kids, but she never showed up. In the morning, Sophie went to the house and found the door wide open. No one was inside. She knew something was wrong and immediately called the police. The night before, Maya had gotten 2 show tickets and went to a nightclub with a coworker. After the show, she even called her sister, saying she was on her way to pick up the kids. Then the call dropped, and she disappeared. Maya also sent her sister photos from the club that night. Her sister explains that Maya works at an art company, never drinks, and is very responsible. If she said she'd pick up the kids, she would never stay out overnight somewhere else. Recently, Maya was in the middle of a divorce lawsuit with her husband, Derek. Derek is a decent guy, but he's unemployed, so Maya asked for a divorce. They were fighting badly over child custody. After seeing the designer's sketch, the sister says she's never seen this man. Maybe Maya's disappearance has nothing to do with the designer at all. Morgan and her partner go to the nightclub. The doorman says Maya left at 9:30 p.m. She was driving a silver Honda, parked in the lot. They head to the parking garage to find the car. The moment Morgan steps inside, she notices candy scattered on the ground and a lipstick. She immediately concludes Maya was kidnapped here. Morgan looks up and sees the streetlights are dead, just decorations with no bulbs. The kidnapper had perfect darkness, no fear of being seen. Morgan picks up a small piece of leather from the ground. It's from a shoe heel, one piece of evidence. But that alone doesn't prove it belonged to Maya. Based on the clues, Morgan reconstructs the kidnapping. On a dark, windy night, Maya hums while eating candy as she walks into the parking lot. Suddenly, a shadow jumps out from behind the car and covers her mouth. Maya tries to run, using her purse to fight back. Candy, lipstick, and perfume spill everywhere. Broken glass on the ground smells sweet, meaning it was a mall perfume sample. Rich people wouldn't bother with that. Only people tight on money carry freebies like that. Morgan used to be broke herself, so she understands Maya's situation. Maya tried to run toward the security guard for help, but the guard had headphones on and noticed nothing. The kidnapper caught up and restrained her. 2 drag marks on the ground were likely left by her high heels during the struggle. Maya's Honda is gone from the garage. The kidnapper probably drove her away in her own car. At first there were 2 drag marks, then only 1. That means 1 shoe fell off, leaving only a single heel trace. Morgan scans the area and spots a colorful short leather boot. It matches the shoes in the photo Maya sent her sister that night. That's enough to confirm Maya was abducted. Police issue a bolo for Maya's car. Morgan insists they also add the designer's sketch. Too many coincidences. This kidnapping also seems tied to the designer. Police discover that Maya applied for a gun permit months ago. Did she buy a gun to protect herself from her husband? Maya once had a happy family of 3. Now she's divorcing and fighting for custody, and she's gone missing. At home, police find a children's record with The Bear Eats Cookies on it. All of Maya's records are heavy metal and death rock. This kid's album feels out of place. Maybe someone else put it there. Records show she bought a gun 2 weeks ago, but no gun is found anywhere. Morgan opens the closet and finds Chanel, Prada, and Gucci shopping bags. Based on Maya's income, she couldn't afford those. Her partner suggests they were gifts. But there are only bags, no purses. Maybe they were stolen. Morgan keeps looking and spots an old electronic keyboard. There are clear glue marks where a label was torn off. Morgan instantly understands. The bags weren't stolen. Maya sold them. Mike follows Morgan to a pawn shop, totally confused. Morgan never charged the police consulting fees, so she often sells blood or junk here and knows the owner well. She knows Maya sold the bags because of bone-shaped wear marks on the keyboard, a sign it's secondhand with the label removed. Only one shop sells used keyboards like this. The owner admits Maya sold designer bags here, but why hand over items worth thousands to the police as evidence and lose the money?
The LAPD will put it on their tab.
There is no tab, Morgan.
Morgan's partner tries the usual police threats, but the owner pushes back. He hasn't broken any laws. Morgan politely asks to borrow the bags, swearing on her integrity that she'll return them. Her sincerity works better than a badge. The owner brings out the bags and also shares a tip. Security footage shows that the day Maya sold the bags, she argued outside with a man. That man was her husband, Derek. When Derek hears Maya was kidnapped, he's visibly devastated. He says Maya wouldn't let him see the kids, which made him miserable. On the night she disappeared, he drank alone at a bar all night. As for the argument, it was also about the kids. He followed Maya to demand answers and noticed someone had been giving her expensive gifts. Thinking Maya left him for money, he lost his temper and argued with her. He insists he still loves Maya and was the victim in the marriage. He'd never hurt his wife. He also doesn't believe Maya bought a gun. He hates weapons and is strongly anti-gun. Morgan and the captain listen outside and agree it doesn't feel like Derek did it. Nick notices bruises on Derek's hand. Derek says he doesn't know how it happened. He blacked out after drinking and slept at a friend's place. His attitude seems sincere. If his alibi checks out, he's in the clear. The friend who attended the show with Maya is brought in for questioning. They work at the same art company. The company's CEO, Howard, is a rich playboy who rose through connections. Every day he either claims to discover new talent to hit on women or throws parties at his villa. The friend knows Maya received many expensive gifts and suspects Howard gave them to her. Maya never admitted it. The tickets for the night she vanished were also given by Howard. But the friend says Maya was traditional and wouldn't have that kind of relationship. Howard has 6 sexual harassment lawsuits, all settled out of court. Sounds like he paid them off to stay quiet. Morgan checks Howard's background online. She can't stop thinking about the game designer, fearing the man wants to hurt her children or kill her entire family. At the same time, these kidnappings feel connected to Howard and somehow linked to the designer. If Morgan doesn't catch the designer, she won't sleep or eat in peace. Morgan demands a raid on Howard's home. Her reasoning is as follows. First, Howard, like the designer's victims, has diabetes. He also sponsors a diabetes research foundation, so he knows exactly how long someone can survive without insulin. Second, Howard is a painter, and his artwork closely resembles the paintings in the designer case. Third, he's a diving enthusiast, and some victims in the designer case were drowned. Fourth, if you draw a big beard on Howard's photo, he looks exactly like the designer sketch. Could Howard really be the infamous game designer?
No, it's a trap. He's trying to get us to focus over here so we can keep slithering around over there. It's just too easy.
Morgan suspects the designer is framing Howard, choosing someone who fits the profile to join her twisted killing game. But could Howard himself be the real designer? Morgan doesn't know. That's why Howard must be investigated. The captain jokes that Morgan should change her name to Magic Morgan. She's being crushed by 2 obsessions, the unsolved designer case and the missing Maya. The captain tells her partner to keep a close eye on Morgan and not let her cause trouble. Morgan really has it rough. A daughter who keeps asking, "Where's Dad?" A son as smart as her, but with 0 emotional intelligence. A newborn who just stopped breastfeeding, a co-parenting ex-husband, and another husband who's mysteriously missing. Work and family collide. Cases and life blur together. Morgan is the definition of too many problems, one head. They attend a masked party hosted by Howard. As the host, Howard doesn't need to wear a mask. Howard says Maya worked for him nearly a year, handling social events and parties, jobs that required spending money. So she had access to his credit card and could use it freely. He claims he never gave Maya gifts. Even the nightclub tickets were company complimentary passes. Maya secretly used the card to buy luxury bags for herself. Accounting noticed and questioned her, but she denied it. Howard is generous with women, and since Maya was a single mother, he let it go. Morgan notices a display of Japanese swords on the wall. One sword is missing. Howard explains they're arranged in historical shogunate order. Morgan voices her doubts.
Minamoto, Taira, Todo, Ashikaga, Oda, Tokugawa, except one's missing. The Takeda, it's not there.
Howard offers no explanation. Her partner mutters that Japanese collectors are weird anyway. Missing a sword isn't a big deal. So what were you doing the night of the crime? Howard says he ate at home, worked, then went to sleep. His chef can confirm it. Morgan thinks Howard is lying. He doesn't work during the day. Why would he work at night? She looks at her partner expectantly.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around Jason's den without a warrant, aren't you?
While rummaging around, Morgan suddenly sees a familiar face. Isn't that the game designer? Thinking she imagined it, Morgan runs after the man. Outside, everyone is wearing masks. Morgan searches frantically and finally spots the man in the distance. Nick sees Morgan rushing through the second floor, unsure what she's chasing. Suddenly, she notices a bracelet in the pool. Isn't that Maya's? Morgan follows the man closely. The man stops, slowly turns around, and smiles at Morgan. Is this real, or just another hallucination? The man puts on a mask. Morgan screams for her partner to come arrest him. The man walks forward. The partner blocks him. He removes the mask. It's a confused-looking Howard. Everyone is stunned. The bracelet in the pool really is Maya's. Howard is arrested for suspected kidnapping. Morgan swears she saw the game designer, but the man vanished in plain sight. Her partner comforts her, telling her to focus on Maya and not drive herself insane. Howard is taken back to the station. Maya's husband storms in angrily, demanding to know where his wife is and trying to attack Howard. Police rush in to separate them. Howard and his lawyers deny everything. They claim they don't know where Maya is. The credit card purchases, the missing sword, and the bracelet point to kidnapping, but none are solid proof. The police don't believe Morgan really saw the designer at the party. It was probably an illusion. Morgan insists the designer was there, deliberately letting himself be seen as part of some twisted game. But what game? No one knows. Everyone remains skeptical. With such a high IQ and obsessive error correction, how can Morgan still not clearly describe what the designer looks like in Season 2? Could the designer just be a figment of her imagination? As Morgan passionately argues, the black female officer cuts in. They found Maya's Honda at a junkyard, or rather, it was already parked there that morning. The yard's cameras were broken, so no one knows who brought it in. The partner opens the trunk. Inside is Maya's bloodstained coat and a Japanese sword. Is Maya alive or dead? Now the only hope is finding Howard's fingerprints on the sword, to force him to reveal Maya's location. The captain tells Morgan that Nevada police provided an address, possibly linked to Morgan's first husband. If Morgan wants to go check it out, they'll reimburse gas and tolls. Co-workers even offer to chip in for snacks and drinks for the road. Morgan is touched by their kindness, but she can't leave. She has 3 kids to care for. So the captain sends Abai and the black officer to Nevada instead. Good news clears the mind. Morgan suddenly has a breakthrough. Why did Maya's husband show up at the station before police notified him? Who told him Howard was arrested?
Hello?
It's about Maya.
Derek, this is the LAPD.
Morgan believes it was the designer. But why? The designer sent Morgan a letter with the wrong address to grab her attention and lead her to Maya's house. Using the same method, he likely lured Maya out of her home, snuck inside, stole Howard's credit card, bought the bags, and gave them to Maya, framing Howard. He kidnapped Maya, threw her bracelet into Howard's pool, stole the Japanese sword from the wall to use as a weapon. Everything was done to protect Howard, then push police to arrest him. Clearly, the designer's real target wasn't Maya. It was Howard. The designer had another trick. He bought a gun under Maya's name. Police couldn't find it. They'd naturally question the husband. Confused, the husband would return to Maya's house to search for the gun. The designer used that window to place the gun back in the house, then anonymously tipped the husband that Howard hurt Maya. Enraged, the husband would seek revenge. If he killed Howard, the designer would win. His true goal was to manipulate the husband into murdering Howard. Meanwhile, the The husband indeed goes to Maya's house to look for the gun. He finds a brand new revolver in a drawer. By the time the police arrive, he's already driven off. With one perfect chain of schemes, the designer creates a killer, while the police unknowingly hand him both the weapon and the target. The designer must be found and stopped. But at that moment, a man walks into the station.
Apparently you're looking for me.
Overall, Season 2 feels weaker than Season 1. It completely loses the clever high IQ crime-solving charm that made the first season fun. Compared to the French original, it's even more disappointing. Maybe later episodes will get better.